Yo, it's your boy, Captain Hook. And welcome back to the Captain Hook Show. If you're a long-time subscriber, welcome back aboard to the High Sea mobile game adventure where we play war strategy survival game. Where the game we're playing today is none other than Dark War Survival. And in 20 seconds, we're going to have the Mutant event. And we're in a new alliance DRZ. We about to go get it popping. We gonna get it on. We popping on that one badge, that one dot industrial zone, and it's about to hop down in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. I'm gonna start out a rally, hop on out, and I'm gonna jump on this one and try and get down to the lowest one down here. Nope. That one. Now the key is my strategy, especially that we're live, and you can see there's no edits. This is the real deal. A bandit, whole left field, the funky funk. You know what I'm saying? All right. I like to do the basic concept of setting a rally first. In the very beginning, I just set a rally in the very beginning, but that setting rally is going to take a lot of time for that to hit. After I set that rally, I don't set any more rallies. I let everyone else around me who's mad thirsty. Thirst balls, everyone setting rallies, right? Let them set the rallies. You send your troops to their rallies. You'll actually hit the Frankenstein more than anyone else. And you'll get more rewards. And actually, that is a strategy. Now, I've showed that in past videos, but now I'm going to show this to you in live time. All right, now, I don't have 4 marches, all right? Let's just face the reality, all right? Paying for the monthly pass can be very expensive. And a big add-on expense. In the very first month of the server of the game, I definitely suggest it. But you can see right here, I've been playing for 140 days straight. 140 days on server 81. All right, let's hop on back out. As you can see right now, I was one of the first people to kind of jump out there and do that. Hold on. Let's just do this real quick. Frank. Come on, not rank. Frank. Frankenstein, stop boomers. Stop boomer rallies. Join in. Let's go. All right, so give a little instruction to the alliance. Just jump in there real quick. As you may or may not know, I was acting R4 in the Alliance DRZ. I'm not the full-time R4. But in time of events and anything else going forward, I'm always going to actually, just give my insight and let people know what's going on. It's, it's basically our alliance, our community. All right, so we're just waiting for these rallies to hit. So hang in there with me. One moment. Yeah. All right, well, I'm just letting you kind of watch what's going on. We're hitting the Frankenstein. In the Frankenstein, we're doing our thing. And let's check it on out. As you can see, I'm just starting now to have the first troop starting to hit. And I actually have another troop hitting. I still have another one marching. From this point forward, like I said, I'm definitely going to be going forward in just joining other people's rallies. You look for the green button. All right, we're going to go ahead and hit the green button, and we're going to join. Boom. And we're going to go ahead and go down to the lowest green button possible with the green plus. All right, we got to move a little faster. I'll get a little lower, get a lower, get a little lower, get a lower. Let's get that in there. Boom. All right, cool. And also make sure to hit the help icon for the rest of the people in your alliance as well. Let's go ahead and get those max rewards real quick. As you can see what a top tier alliance does, you can get a lot of these benefits to help you grow and progress in the game. Let's jump on back. Okay, alliance tech. Let's go ahead and just do some little maintenance while that is rocking in the background. Otherwise, we're just looking at things cooking and waiting. As you can see now, we got 3 things waiting. We got 3 rallies waiting to join on in. Here's Frank. We're going to share it to the alliance again. Come get some. Come get some. Share on Discord. We doing event. Can't myself at the moment. I wish I can just like speak. That would be a cool update. What do you think? Right? For video game developers, if rather than typing, I can just hit the audio button and you can just hear an audio recording of what I'm saying. I think that'd be dope as crap. I would love to see that in a game coming forward. And yes, a translate button will make that feature extremely hard. But if you had the option, it would be cool. Now, granted, if I spoke Spanish or Portuguese or Thai or Malay or anything else that's different, and you heard me speaking without a translation button, you probably have no idea as an American or Anglo speaker. So, basically, what I would like to see going forward is, future development of games going forward. All right. So, what do you think? Give me your thoughts. Would you like to see an audio thing? Because I would just like to say, like, hey, Mundo Dos, Watchtower 27, you're getting a hit. Shield up, and just hit an audio message. Of course, Mundo Dos. Okay, I'm saying Dos. Okay, really, that's being a little foregoing of me. It's Mundo 2, right? Or World 2, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to translate or say that I have Spanish skills, but, it's like Mexico. Haha! Okay, but you get what I'm trying to say. You're probably like, Porque, what? What are you saying? I don't know. Audio, that would be a problem. Now, if there was the ability for you to hit the audio record and speak, and then hit like a translate to that audio and show that into a visual text, granted, that's going to be many years in the future, but I would love to see that happen because that would speed up the communication and actually add a whole new layer to this game. But don't get me wrong, let's just get the translate button to work on its own. You feel me? As you can see, we're still rallying. We got 24 minutes left in this particular event. But it just, oh man, there's some messages. All right, I got to come back to those messages later. Those are some server messages. We got a new president at the moment. Cool. So also let me know, like, what, is our community, like, what type of content would you like to see? And more importantly, if there's bugs and holes and gaps in the current games that we're playing, what I mean by the current games that we're playing, let's keep it simple. There was a game that was created a very, very, very long time ago. Now, I can't say it was the first or not, but I'm going to say Game of War was kind of like the one game title that really kicked things off, right? And then you have some adjacent titles like Ebony, all started from PC and then translated and then were adapted into the mobile genre. And then from there, you had a whole bunch of different titles spanning not in the direct order, but, Mobile Strike, Lords Mobile, War, Warpath, State of Survival, Last Survivor, Top War, Last War, Dark War Survival, right? There's a whole bunch of different games, you know what I mean, that'll come out, you know what I mean? But basically, it's the same game, right, that's being made. So as we're playing this version, Whiteout Survival is another game, Viking is another game. We had a nice spin, which is going to be Rise of Kingdoms, right? That was a nice game title as well. But what don't you like about these game titles? Like, imagine if you were speaking to me, Hook, right? And Hook somehow had a magic ball to make games that we're playing the perfect game. Oh, let's call it the super game, right? If we were making, oh, we got to jump on in. You got to jump on in. Pause that game. We're going to make a super game. We're going to pause that thought right now. Hold up. We're multitasking, right? Got to get off my soapbox for a second. Jump on in that. Scroll on down. Mad thumb flick. Jump on down. Mad flick. Jump on down. All right, cool. So now I joined the three moralities so I can talk a little bit more and be a little more focused. All right, my bad. All right. But if we were creating a super game and we were using Dark War Survival, okay, as the prototype or the base, what would you want to change to make it better? Think of all the other games in the past we've played over the 10, 15 years of this gaming experience. And we've been on this wave together. If you check every major game title, I'm pretty sure you'll find an account somewhere that says Captain Hook, and I played it. And it's not just me, it's us. We've been doing it together. We've had friends from multiple games, Mobster, Mafia, a couple different game titles, man. It's been a wild run. It's been fun. But how can we continue the game to be fun? Let me know. It's our community. For now, we're doing the Frankenstein event, so let's go ahead and click on the events tab. Let's jump on the Mutant. It's interesting because it's called Frankenstein and Mutant at the same time. So let's just call that out. When you have overseas video game developers who are making games and translating things into English or just whatever, things get lost in translation. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the rewards at the moment. I'm only in 12th place, and I got 598.9 mil. Now, we got Muggles, right? You got, 2G. Jessica, 1.7G, right? Now you see all the players there. Oh, I also want to give a shout out to this player right here, right? Big shout out to the Phantom 91, right? Bro, you're not alone, man. You got a lot of friends over here, all right? All right, you got a lot of friends. There's a lot of things that you can look at and focus in on, all right? A lot of things that you can do and give to this world. And if anything is not going your way, trust me, I've been on the seas, the high mobile game adventures, real life mobile seas, the high real adventures over. You hear me? Let's change your location. Let's change your perspective. Reinvent yourself. You can live a whole nother life within your own body. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? All right. Everyone from the Lions Jersey, you know what I'm saying too. Hang in there, buddy. We got your back when you're corner. All right, let's go ahead and heal. Ask for help. Help others. Heal. What am I set on? Is that like 2 minutes? Come on, man. Heal it all. One little thing I want to note also too is that if you're doing those small micro heals, you have a cap on how many heals you can get from your alliance per day. Until reset. So if it's set burn through that allotted amount, if you burn through that allotted amount, then it will be not ideal. So don't get blocked. Hey, why am I no longer getting help? Wow, that would be the reason why. Excuse me, drop my phone. Well, it's Sunday night. Depending on your personal point of view, it's the end of the week, or you're gearing up for the beginning of the week. Depending on your point of view. But it's Sunday night. I'm just kind of wondering, what's everyone doing back home? Are you playing this last event, licking your wounds from all the events? Capital and state supremacy and server versus server. There's a lot going on. Oh, let's jump back on in. Jump back on in. So what are you guys doing at home right now? Are you getting your clothes ready for work? Doing nothing? Watching my video? Asking yourself why we haven't done it live anymore? Or just what's going on in your world? Let me know. It's our community. We're all friends. We're all hanging out. And that's the best thing about playing these games, right? People ask me all the time, look, I don't understand, or I don't get it, or help me understand. It's the camaraderie. Like, it's virtual, yes, a video game per se, but it's a means to an end. It's I look at this. I'm hanging out with my friends at home virtually. My friends, my viewers back home, and we're just chilling and we kicking it. And if we were in person, we were doing the exact same thing. We'd be sitting shoulder to shoulder, kicking it, hanging out, chopping it up, chewing the fat, having a little bit of fun here and there. I'm just sharing that on a grander scheme, which I can never ever do. So what are you doing? What's going on in your world? Let me know. I'm all ears. And as of right now, let's take a look back into the event. Let's get a little more game focused. And let's go into the event tab. And let's look at the damage log. We can take a look at the damage that's being dealt. Battle report. So I did, 49 mil. And Jessica's got like 218. Also in industrial too, just saying. But aren't you industrial level 1? Shh. Don't ask, don't tell. I kid. Yeah, baby. All right, we got 16 minutes left on this event. Where are you, brother? Where are you? Weren't you just... Pretty sure you were just speaking. I thought you were. Aren't you? No? Maybe so? No? Alright, well, whatever. Ah! I know I can do the time being. Hey yo, just wanted to give you a shout out from server 178 in Alliance LBR Corcus, right? Hopefully I pronounced that right. If I did not, forgive me. Just wanted to give you a shout out as well. You saw some comments, left some of my videos of a comment. Definitely digging the Dragon Ball Z reference. Corgi is pretty cool, man. I'm digging it. But nonetheless, just want to give you a quick shout out. Let's go ahead and hit the translate button. See what you're saying. Will it translate? Will it work? Probably not. But nonetheless, here's your shout out. I'll also give you a shout out in an official video as well. I know that is going live at the moment. I'll share the live feed with you. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, I like to give shout outs to people. So if you do want to get a shout out on the video, by all means, just hit me up, DM me. If you're in the game itself, just go in the game and look up server 81. And right now I'm in Alliance DRZ. I'm not hard to find. And send me a message. I'll give you a shout out. Go ahead and heal. More importantly, I do it because it's such a great warm feeling when you get to share something that you love and you enjoy with other people who love and enjoy the same thing, right? We're not the only one playing this game. And I believe that attention and fame and spotlight should be shared. Now, just for whatever reason, who knows why, this fat kid from Brooklyn, it has the ability to talk to you for a moment and share a little bit of something that we enjoy. And if you enjoy it too, I'll give you a shout out and hope your account gets recognized and you can have your footprint left in the sands of time in this game, because this is being documented. This hopefully can be watched by a future generation of humans and be like, what did humans used to do back in the 2020s? Well, we used to play a game called Dark War Survival, and there was a guy called Captain Hook. Can you imagine that? And look at some of his videos. How wild can that be? It can be. Or it can just be simple as, hey, your kids back home get a nice thrill and enjoyment to see, hey, your dad or your mom is playing a game and someone gives them a little bit of attention, and they get to be a celebrity for a moment. So if you want to have that feeling and you want to share that warm, fuzzy feeling inside, and get your shout out, I'm easy to find. Yo, just hit me up and I'll give you a shout out. Simple as that. Enough said. Yeah, yeah. All right, we got about 12 minutes on in this part itself. I'll give you a little teaser as well. I was making a video that had a little bit of audio problems. As you can see here, this is the events that are going on. If you click on the next to your avatar, next to the calendar says 54820, click on it. It shows you the events that are happening in your server at the time. So you can be prepared and plan your day out, and you can take full advantage. And if you're having trouble with figuring out conversion and math with server time versus your time, watch my upcoming videos about to come out, which will show you exactly a nice little quick, short and easy two pieces of biscuit on how to maximize your time so you never miss an event. Again, you feel me? All right, lemon peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, let's zoom on in. Let's take a look at the graphics of the Frankenstein. We can tap on the Frankenstein itself. We can tap the reward icon. We can look at the Alliance reward as well. Right now we're holding at 7 Gs. 7 Gs. All right, we're still rallying. Still good on time. Can we get to the bottom tier? Unlikely with the amount of time that we have. I'm going to say maybe we can get down to maybe 190. I think this one here for lucky, but most likely we're probably just going to stop at this one we're at or get to this one the amount of time that we're at. Because, I mean, G's are a lot of damage. Get in that rally. Get back in that rally. All right. I should have another one coming back relatively soon. Nope. Still fighting. Still swimming. Still swimming. Keep on swimming. All right, got a return. Got 2 returning. Let's get ready. Boom. I'll get lower right here. Right here. Oh. Trying to be more efficient. You know, sorry when you're multitasking. Trying to make content for the viewers back home, especially when you're going live. Oh my goodness, live is a whole other ball game. You feel me? You know what I mean? You gotta read your script. Well, it ain't a script. You're just being yourself. You know what I mean? But you know, a lot of my stuff is scripted. A lot of people ask about it. Look, it's a comedy show. What do you mean it's a comedy show? It's a gaming show, and I give you how-to guides and tips. But it's also a comedy show. I try and make it fun. I can't tell you how many times I've watched other creator content out there, and they're like, well, when doing the Frankenstein event on the Bio of Mutant, make sure that you're rallying with your strongest leader and all your heroes are at the highest tier. And make sure when you're doing this that you also let your alliance know that you are setting a high tier. Well, who wants to hear that stuff? Right? It's like, yo, make it fun, you know, to make it entertaining. So if you're digging what I'm doing, what we're throwing down on this content, you know, give me a comment, give me some love on the channel. I'll give you a shout out in the future. And if you know you don't, well, you can't please everybody. You know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm just playing the game, having some fun. Open up my living room to your living room, or my couch to your couch. You know, we can just kick it for a minute. I've got about like 8 more minutes on this event, and having a good time on Sunday. So once again, what are y'all doing on your Sunday? Anything fun? Go anywhere exciting? I went grocery shopping today. That's what I did. I wonder, what is the world talking about right now? What's going on in our server? Well, that was really nice. We'll see. Okay. English chat. Why are you recruiting? What? That's weird. What is it? Um, are you asking people to migrate? Like, what are you asking? Might be in the wrong chat, brother. All right, a little bit of light trolling. Okay, a little bit of trolling. I used to troll a lot back in my day. I definitely was big on trolling for sure, and I was trolling and being a troll for myself, and missed the opportunity on a couple rallies. I'm pretty sure. And rallying, cool. 5 minutes left on this event. It was a long week, by the way. Let's go ahead and jump to the event tab and give you exactly what I mean. So we're here. We had uh, Biommune. I mean, basically early in the morning. Well, last night, not too early in the morning. Basically overnight, in the awkward time. Okay, for American time, for English time, Eastern Standard Time in New York, we had a Capitol event. All right. Then we had where we fought for the Capitol. Then the state supremacy. We had another Capitol event going on. Then we had Black and Gold like 8 o'clock in the morning. Then we had uh, the Enemy Buster. And also, there's a verse event, Enemy Buster, going on while all this is going on from like the last alliance, right? And then we mixed in an armory, and now we're doing the Biomutant Frankenstein. So like, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. You know what I mean? Like, there is no gaming life balance here. It shouldn't be this many events jam packed. And I guarantee you, um, when the time comes for us to release a game from the community, I will stand on business to make sure that there's a balance, okay, in your life and gaming balance. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't be spending 20 hours out of 24 hours a day to play your game as a free to pay player to keep up with the pay to win players. You should not. Also, if you are a pay to win and you're just in a top tier alliance and you're trying to compete for server to server, it shouldn't come in the way of your life. You shouldn't have to wake up at crack of dawn to play an event on your phone. Otherwise, you can't compete because you're not going to get the rewards, you're not going to get the heroes or the shards, or you're going to miss the wave. And there are people who don't miss a dime, they don't miss a beat, and that's why they're the whales and the overlords and presidents of the server, or R5s, or the shot callers. There should be a balance. You should be able to go out and spend time with your family, go out with your kids, enjoy life, or go to work, or go with your friends, go to the bar, go clubbing. If you're in college, join a fraternity, start strolling and chanting, just whatever is relevant and acceptable for your age bracket. But enjoy life. This is just a venting place. This is a place where we can just kind of like woosah from the outside world. Maybe forget all the struggles, and like, kind of like, for example, after this video, I gotta go throw the garbage. You feel me? I gotta go throw the garbage. I did not throw the garbage all weekend. It is now Sunday. I can't let the garbage be there Monday morning and now become the bad neighbor. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta go throw the garbage. All right, let's go ahead and jump on in. We only got like 2 more minutes, right? So have a healthy work-life balance. I'm all for that, and we should have games that take that in consideration. That's my opinion. What do you think? Or do you like the grind? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you really like the grinding element of the game. Let me know. Like, do you like how the game is? Do you enjoy it? don't want to change anything, you're just looking for new content that's relevant or whatever it is, just let me know, because it's our community. It's when I say it's our community, it means that with this channel, with this content and what we're doing, we can shape the future of these games and have influences on these future game developers, either to change their current titles or create or inspire new game developers to make content that gears towards what we're doing. And little spoiler alert, Hook's in the forefront of that. Okay, so I'm looking out for you. You're looking out for me. Kumbaya, family time, gaming time, camaraderie. While you like the game, and let me know what you think about the game. Now we got about a minute left, and the cool thing is, which I've learned, is that even though the event might end, if your rally is still going and filled and reduces one person in, it should, unless there's been a patch update, still hit and still give you points, even though the event has ended. So you got like a minute and 27 seconds. You can also test if that does not change. I got 3 rallying at the moment. End to a long weekend. Into a long week. I'm looking forward to throwing the garbage, taking off my clothes, kicking back, sipping on some. Just chill. Just looking to chill. What are you going to do after this video? What are you going to do? You're going to chill? Keep gaming? Let me know. And if you like me doing live, by the way, let me know and I'll make more live content. I'm kind of on the fence because I haven't gotten much of a response on the live streams. That's kind of like what you like to see. But you like the videos for sure. A lot of people like the videos. Actually, quite a lot of people watch the videos that I make, the content. But oddly enough, what you kind of hear on YouTube content creators all the time, like you watch the stuff but you don't subscribe or you don't hit the like button. And my thoughts might just be like, well, you're not subscribing to the like button because maybe you're on a work account or you're on your significant other's account, or it's some other reason that you can't like from it. But if you can, please do. It goes a long way. I'm not begging. I'm just saying it's helpful. And there you go. There you go. See, the event's over. And it's still, there you go. Event's over. Well, thanks for tuning in today on this Sunday afternoon, morning, day, night, wherever you sexy mother lovers might be. All right. And I enjoy making content for everyone back home. And if you want to see more live content, let me know. And if you want to get a shout out, also give me, let me know in the messages below. And like always, I'm going to have to catch you on the next time. A dang good show. And keep the hook sharp.